Yo, what is up? We almost towards the middle of the week. What's good, y'all? Because I'm a Fury here. And, you know, I have to say, I've been watching a lot of videos for a lot of people, who make content that keeps it, a buck, keep it fan balanced. And I have to say, a lot of them have hit the nail on the head about how black men and men in general, we get gaslighted hard, and we're expected to stand our ground and keep our composure. And when I say that, it's like this. We always hear this talk about how we're not expressive enough of our feelings, but we've known that. Even my cousin over in UK on his Bits Media Group videos that he do with his friend have talked about it. And it's like this. You get shamed for being expressive and forthcoming with your feelings as a man. And then you get shamed for not being expressive and holding it into yourself and not being able to actually be able to just like woosah, let it out when needed. You holding up, you like a kettle slow boiling. And I see a lot of women do this stuff. Like they don't help the situation. I see them say things, where's the apology? Non-existent. As a black man, you should know apologies are non-existent. Damn near. It's always, how they trying to make up with you? You still mad? There's no like, you know what? It's no, I'm sorry. Or you still mad and they trying to win you over with sex. Pride, I'm telling you, pride is something that a lot of these women possess. Pride and foolishness. And they will not apologize. Because they don't think they're wrong. And I've seen a lot of guys, you tell a woman how you feel about a situation and you keep it real. And they always try to downplay you. They've always tried to downplay every situation. It's always this, how this suck it up, pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Something that men been doing for years, but it's always that. And some men are getting tired of just picking ourselves up by the bootstraps and resetting the whole situation until the next incident. You're not learning, young lady. You're not learning. You're just doing the same thing. And then you'll use shaming tactics and gaslighting to, guess what? Suppress the guy into telling you the truth. Or you holding yourself accountable. This is the cycle that constantly goes on. And this is why a lot of women aren't in relationships in Black America. They're in situationships. They're getting that penor. That's what they get. This is what they're getting. Because they know this is all that they can muster up. A lot of them will just settle for that. Say, well, I'm just doing me. I'm living my best life. I ain't being in a serious relationship. It's because you can't. Okay? Right now, I'm not in this relationship whatsoever. And I will not sit here and lie to you and tell you, yeah, I just want to be alone for the rest of my life. No, I just want to do it right. Not perfectly. I just want to do it right. See, people get perfect and right mixed up. You want to do it right. When you're doing it right, that means that the person that you with and you are fully aware that adversity will arise. And it's all about how you handle that. It's all about how you handle that. Women got this whole thing where it's got to be perfect. It's no drama. It's stress-free. No. It's always going to be something. It's all about how you get through it and how you get past it and how you push past it. Do you push past it? Do you learn from your mistakes? And it appears a lot of them don't want to learn from the mistakes, brothers. A lot of them just want you to be complacent. They want you to how can we say this again? They just want you to be at their beck and call. That's what I'm seeing in that. And this is not me saying death to relationships and me saying, hey, don't be in one. No, I'm just saying move smart. I've always said move smart. And if I bring up a certain demographic or a certain thought process of a lot of females, it's because I've been through it and I see other men going through it. It ain't that I'm damning everybody and putting them in one box. This is what a lot of women do. You know, look at the whole divestment crowd. I was talking to Antisocial Socialite this morning, you know, on the video she was doing. And the cognitive dissonance is something that is a big factor. Like, and it keeps a lot of these women thinking that they are smarter. They are above situations. They don't even classify themselves in the same bracket of black men. But the moment something happened to them and they victimized by a non-black man, where were you, brother? You ain't out here protecting us. And I'm like, you just sat there and called me conquered, dusty, and all these other types of names, but you expect our protection. Watch your mouth, okay? Watch your mouth. And when I say that, I ain't saying shut the hell up. I'm saying watch your mouth. Watch the words that come out your mouth, and then realize you're getting the reaction that you're getting because of the words and the things that you've said. You just can't. I don't care if we are the same race. You can't sit there and marginalize and talk down to anybody, black man or black woman, depending on what side you're on. You can't sit there and then expect that immediate circle to just come to your protection. You like to hold that cried wolf. You can't do that. You can't. Like I was looking at, I forgot this guy's name. He's supposed to be Red Pill. I know Abba and Preach reacted to him, and this man had this whole expectation, like he comes from a real hateful stance when it's when it comes to women. When your woman leaves the house, what's gonna stop her from being bent over on some other man's couch? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I don't think that realistic. I mean, not realistically. Well, you gotta keep it real sometimes. Depending on the female that you with, you know, some of them got that reputation, but you shouldn't be in relationships with them. No, this guy had this whole perspective that every woman will cheat on you. And I'm like, God damn. I am not that pessimistic. See, there's a difference between being realistic and pessimistic. Realistic is dating a female who you know you had to fight, scratch, claw, and nail to get her attention through lavish gifts and all types of other stuff and beefing with other dudes. Now you know she's gonna cheat. And women, I tell you the same thing too. If you gotta deal with a emotionally unavailable guy who knows he got options, or he knows he's got options and she knows she got options, and you've been fighting like hell to keep her attention, you know she gonna cheat. But if you in a regular, everyday relationship, I can't be thinking that it's going to be the case. Because if I had that mindset, God help me, I live under my bed and never come out. I'd never go to work. Or I'll be balled up. I have to work in places where I'm dealing with people on their worst day. Okay? And I'm dealing with people who abuse the system also. So I'm going through an emotional roller coaster. And when I come home, I don't need a female who antagonizes me and gaslights me just because she's trying to get the right response out of me. And you know, the right response out of me is subjective. I'm talking about the females who want you to just yoke them up or just be really, really toxic to them because it makes them feel alive. I'm a 42-year-old man, and I was dating a 42-year-old female who wanted that from me. That turned her on. I'm like, Grow up. You got 2 goddamn children. I gave you a goddamn chance with 2 children. And I know that sounds really arrogant, but come on. A lot of guys who were trying to be in real relationships like me will look at that like, she was married twice, a child from each one. I'm like, bruh, okay. But you went out on a date with her, you got to know her. You went out on a couple dates like I did, got to know her. You hit it off very well and everything, but she was being a chameleon. So when she started realizing she'd say anything, I started realizing she'd say anything just to get a rise out of me. She'd hate anything I want to do. Try to make me mad. Just try to disrespect me in my own house. And one day she did something to my dog. She sprayed something like an aerosol in his face, and I yelled at her. You don't talk to me like that. They just dogs. It ain't the fact that they're just dogs. They're my dogs, number one. Number two, if a human can't withstand aerosol in the face area, what makes you think a dog who got heightened senses would fare any better? So she started playing these games, started getting really disrespectful, and she told me don't call her no more because I got tired of her just hanging up on random like a impetulant, spoiled child. And guess what? She said don't call me no more. I said okay. I held myself to that word. And then I told my friend about it like a week later. He was like, yo, she don't respect you no more. I was like, yeah, no shit. Why you think I don't call her no more? She would have respected me if I would have slapped the shit out of her. She even insinuated that much that, yeah. I'm like, yo, I can't go to jail for that. She's like, yeah, maybe, I won't say anything. I'm like, you're not, no. I kid you not, fellas and females listening to this. She actually wanted me to do shit like that to her. But do I judge all women based on that? No. This is why I look at a couple of guys out here with this red pill rage, and I'm like, God damn. Even when I was in a situation where it was just fresh, I was not that angry. I just was like, son of a bitch. Everything I learned, for the most part, was wrong. And the women, you listen to the women that you're related to, and you realize that they setting you up for failure as well. That's where my red pill rage came in. Not like, oh my God, I hate females. No, I don't hate females. The thing is, I'm no longer biting my tongue. I'm going to tell my truth. Because trying to be everything they want to be, like the army, hasn't helped me. It has made me look weak. I felt weak. I felt unlike myself. Living my truth, if it's being considered insensitive, and I'm doing it in a respectful way. If I'm saying, look, I got standards, okay? I keep myself in shape. I don't want an overweight woman. I don't date big girls. I'm sorry. Ew, in fact, you went to a skinny white bitch. You see, this is the shit that a lot of black women say to me. But to get Chad and Brad or make themselves feel better, they will go get it vacuumed the fuck out of their bodies, but they will not put the work in. I don't respect black women who do shit like that. I don't respect any woman who don't try to do it the old-fashioned way. All this fucking surgery out here and you looking like a damn Barbie doll and you bend the fuck over and your ass like you got 2 cinder blocks in it. And I'm supposed to find you attractive just because you're not overweight. No, either way. I don't find you physically attractive, but people like, well, what about the character? I was like, yeah, what about the character? A lot of these women talk about what about their character, but that's one-sided. Because they don't see heavy-set men as attractive, but we're supposed to see them as attractive. And if we don't, we're fat-phobic. But women ain't fat-phobic when it comes to dating men. Fuck out of here with your double standards. I don't have time for this. Anyway, y'all. Because I'm a fury, I'm out. Peace.